The second game of our international tournament here brings us Team Hungary versus Team USA for the second game for these two teams. Team USA won their first game. Hungary lost. So something's got to give here as we get a face-off in center. And sit back and enjoy this one as Team USA loses the face-off, and we're underway here with Hungary and the United States. Hari will bring it in for Hungary. Werenski takes it away for Team USA. Here's Gauthier up ahead for the United States. Centering pass intercepted by Ambrose on net as it circles back out to Horvath. And Hungary will get it out. Here's an intercept by Tage Thompson in center. Bobble at the top of the slot, and turning back is Hungary. Poke check on their way in. Keller gains control for the United States. Gauthier into the slot, poked away on his way in. Nielsen will bring it out. Here comes Hungary up ahead, looking for his center. Drops back, waits for his friends. Keller with a good stick on the outside. Hungary keeps it alive, and now it deflects out of the zone. Horvath back to it for Hungary. Nielsen on this side for Team Hungary. Good stick by Werenski. United States on the charge. Werenski drops it off the goalpost and in. An early goal for the United States as Pinto puts it in. And Team USA has a 1-0 lead. Deflected off the goalpost, and I believe it ricocheted off the backside of the goaltender. Let's take a look. It did. Off the goalpost and in. So a hot start for the Americans. They take a 1-0 lead here over Hungary. Pinto with a goal, his first of the tournament, assisted by Werenski. And it's 1-0 Team USA, not even 2 minutes into this one. Autobus crunched along the boards right in front of the bench. Hungary works it back in their own end. Papp will bring it up here for Hungary. Comes in wide, drops it off, a bobble, goes into the corner. Garland gets there for Team USA. Here comes Will Smith of the San Jose Sharks. Smith tried to cut inside, good cutoff on the outside. And Hungary takes over. Good stick by Garland on his way through center. Cooley to the outside, Matty Beniers with a bobble. Keeps it alive, Cooley pestered on his way into the zone. Comes to the near side, Cooley keeps it alive for the Americans. Out in front, good stick as it deflects in on Vey, who makes the save. Face-off control by the U.S. Vlasic keeps it in. Here's Laurie, sends it in, tipped around. Loose puck in the slot on the doorstep. United States can't finish. They keep it alive as it floats out wide. Hungary gets there, and they'll get it out of the zone. Outside, Tournia's shot blocked out in front by O'Connor. Good defense by the Americans. Here comes Team USA. Going inside O'Connor, tried to let it fly. Good stick. Didn't get the shot off. Back up to the point, Vlasic to the other side, and Laurie. Button hooks back and fires one in on net, saved by Vey. Back behind for Vlasic. Americans on the attack as Laurie sends it in. Loose puck into the slot, and Hungary gets out. Puck movement and a save by Joey Dacour. First shot on goal for Hungary. 15:26 to go in this opening period. Face-off controlled by Hungary. Horvath outside, and Nielsen sends it in on net. Dacour might have gotten a piece of it. It's still loose, and now controlled by Team USA. Cross ice. That looked to be offsides. No whistle. Nazar drags his foot inside Pinto. Couldn't get a shot off as it goes to the far half wall. Pinto stays alive, takes it in, and he scores! Pinto with his second goal to start this game, and it's 2-0 United States. What an effort. Just bobbled it on his way through, and an easy backhanded try gets it past Vay. And a 2-0 lead for the Americans to start this game. Face-off controlled by Hungary. Nagy gets pestered on his way in. Here's Nazar. Nazar works it outside, pestered into the corner. Nazar back behind, tried to send it up top, and it goes all the way through on net. Joey DeCortis to knock it down. Lacombe off the wall to Pinto. Already a 2-goal game for Pinto, not even 6 minutes in to this game. Nazar outside. Left wing circle, back behind the net. Goes all the way through to Gauthier. Up top, Skange. Here's Thompson on the doorstep, and he couldn't get a shot off. Loose puck in the slot. The Americans keep it alive. Lacombe fires, saved by Bay. Goes into the corner. Hungary will get it out. Hari up ahead. Here for Hungary. Lacombe gets there for the United States. 13:20 to go in the opening period. Already 2-0 United States. Hari turns it over to Garland. Thompson will send it out to Gauthier, who will get it out of the zone. Centering pass to Thompson, shot penalty called, and a save by Vay, and a U.S. power play on the way. A cross check called on Horvath behind the play. So already a 2-0 lead for the United States, and now a power play here in this opening period as they look to add on to their lead. Face-off controlled by Hungary, and they'll flip it up and out. Race for the puck back in the American end. Kesselring gets there for the United States. Kicks it along the wall. Hungary aggressive here, down a man. Bobbled on the outside, Hungary keeps it alive. Pap to Garat, fires, saved by DeCord. Short-handed try there for Hungary. And the United States will get it out. Up ahead, Kesselring. Centering to Meniers, tried to send it in downstairs, and Hungary gets it and clears. Just over a minute to go on the penalty here for the United States. Keller will start the break-in here for the Americans. He gets pestered on his way through. Pap takes ahead. Cooley keeps it alive for the United States. Turning back is Kesselring. Kesselring cuts to the net, and he couldn't get a clean one off as Bay finds the puck. 46 seconds to go on the man advantage here for the U.S. Five shots on goal for the Americans, just 2 for Hungary, as Hungary wins the faceoff, gets it out of the zone. Chasing back for it is the United States. Here's Smith. Will Smith brings it in wide. Button hooks back to the point, and Garland tried to send it down low. Horvath disrupts it. Kept in by Werenski off the goalpost. Loose in the crease, and Vay finds it. Wow. 11 seconds to go, and the Americans nearly got another one off the deflection off the pipe. .11 seconds to go on the power play. The Americans win the faceoff. Gauthier downstairs, saved by Bay. Behind the net, Gauthier. Penalty is over. Garland fires, score! Right as the penalty expires, and it's 3-0. Team USA. Just a dominating start here for the Americans. .3-0 U.S. right back in. Vlasic, that one just goes wide. Might have hit the pipe there. Vlasic, another try. Off a body in front, still loose in the crease, and Hungary will get it out of harm's way for a moment as they will get it out. Nielsen up ahead here for Hungary. Americans good defense in transition as we're about halfway through this opening period that has been dominated by the United States. On the far half wall, Doan battling for the Americans. He wins it. Laurie back behind their own net. Penalty called on Hungary. Team USA with an extra attacker in for the moment as McCarron flips it in. They snares it, and another penalty on the way here for the United States. And another power play upcoming here for the Americans. Face-off control by the U.S. Werenski tipped up and out of play. Off a skate out in front. 4 seconds gone by on the penalty, and we'll get another face-off. Team USA won their first game yesterday against Denmark. Hungary lost their first game. 0-1 Hungary, 1-0 United States. Here's Shea. Denied away by Vey. Goes into the corner for Cooley out in front. Score! Keller puts it in this time. And it's 4-0 United States. Domination in the crease. Let's see if Hungary wants to pull their goaltender after a dreadful start here against Team USA. Logan Cooley will get the assist going tape to tape. Finds Keller on the inside. And Team USA off to a hot start here against Hungary. 9:25 to go, opening period, and it's already 4-0. Hungary flips it in deep. The United States gains control deep in their own end. Matty Beniers of the Seattle Kraken will bring it up here for Team USA. Goes wide and fires. Save, rebound, controlled by Vey. 8:58 to go. The Americans out shooting Hungary with shots on goal 12-2 here already. Face-off control by Hungary. Turnover. Kept in by Werenski, and then he turns it back over. Now another takeaway. Nazar fires, batted down by Vey. Autobos gets there for Hungary. Nagy with a bobble, but they get it out of the zone. Horvath. Bring it up for Hungary. Pestered into the corner by Werenski. Horvath keeps it alive as he flips it in deep. Back behind the net. Out in front. Good stick by Pinto. A shot denied by Joey DeCord. And Team USA will get it out. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Nazar inside. Pinto shot denied by Vey as he was going for the hat trick. 7:58 to go in the opening period. 4-0 Team USA. Hungary will bring it out of the zone. Looking to attack. Into the corner. Drop off intercepted. Kept into the slot, taken away by the U.S. Garland up ahead. Garland fires. Sticked aside by Vey, comes into the corner. Will Smith gets there for the Americans. Laurie fires from distance. Tip try goes wide. Smith out in front, Cooley with a bobble, and he couldn't get the clean shot off as Garrett takes it away. Pass goes all the way through. Hungary will get it out. Send it in deep. Hungary changes as Will Smith feeds to Cooley. Cooley with a head of steam. Cuts inside. Cooley shot denied by Vey. Just out. Vince taken away by Laurie. Laurie takes it away. Here's McCarron. Here for Team USA. McCarron comes in wide and he's cut off by Horvath. Erdley pestered and a penalty called. That's a penalty on a cross check, I believe. Mason Laurie gets called for the penalty. It's going to be A hit up in the face area. Easy call for the officials. He gets called for elbowing. And a power play upcoming here for Team Hungary. Face off right on net. DeCourt has to knock it down. Shea pinned along the wall. Floats to the near half wall, controlled by the Americans. Lacombe feeds it up and out. First power play of the game for Team Hungary, trying to cut into this deficit. That might be another penalty. No whistle on net, and Vey finds the puck. Nearly another penalty there on the United States. A cross-check could definitely have been the result of that play. We play on with the power play here with a face-off in the Hungary end. Face-off won by Beniers. Beniers on the outside. Inside pass. Kesselring couldn't get it off. And Vey finds the puck with minute 25 to go on the power play. Shorthanded opportunity for the Americans. Face-off controlled by Hungary. Just over a minute to go on the man advantage. Here's an intercept in center. Matty Beniers sends it on net. Vey with an easy save. Nielsen gets there for Team Hungary, and they get it back out. Hari cuts inside. Tried to square his body. Good stick by Werenski. Flipped up and out of the zone. Hungary works it back into their own end. .39 seconds to go on the man advantage. Good defense by Team USA. And now a 3-on-2 opportunity. Beniers up ahead, shorthanded, drops it off for Pinto. Score! It's a hat trick for Pinto! And it's 5-0 United States in the opening period. First period hat trick for Shane Pinto. What a start for the Americans. And what a start for Shane Pinto. First period hat trick. And we're going to get a goalie change here in this opening period. 5 goals given up by Vey, and they go to Horvath. Short-handed goal by Pinto. 27 seconds to go on the man advantage for Hungary. And it's 5-0 United States. Here's a float in on net, and DeCourt just sticks it aside and stops play with 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. 20 shots on goal for the United States to Hungary's 3. Face-off controlled by the United States. Here's a turnover and right on net. Joey DeCourt, the awareness, makes the save. 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Face-off controlled by the United States. Another penalty called here. Or excuse me, no, we're going to get the power play expiring here. Back to full strength comes the United States as they kill off the penalty and get a shorthanded goal in the process. Shea with a bobble, keeps it alive for Lacombe, sends it in, and Horvath denies that one on the tip try out in front by Loring. 3:33 to go, opening period, 5-0 United States. Face-off control by Hungary. Nagy will bring it up ahead as he goes in wide. Drops it off. Horvath fires, sticked aside by DeCourt. Garland gets the rebound for the United States. Will Smith can't handle it. Nagy's got it for Hungary. He gets pestered on his way through. Here's a turnover, or at least an attempt at a turnover. Shea can't handle it. Nagy takes it inside on DeCourt. Couldn't get it off. Good defense from behind by Shea. Hungary keeps it alive. Horvath back behind, out to the point. A shot off a body in front. Rebound in the slot, controlled by the Americans. Garland will bring it out. Garland pestered on his way in, goes wide. Centering pass to Shea, denied by Horvath. Comes to the near side, Smith inside Garland, outside Vlasic. Now Shea, nabbed out of the air by Horvath, no further play. 2:01 to go in the period. Face-off not very cleanly controlled briefly by the Americans, and now they take it away in the corner. Centering one-timer just wide off of Horvath. Thompson now down low. Out to Keller. Back to Keller down low. Out in front, denied. Loose puck in the slot, goes to the corner. Gauthier sends it in to Thompson. He can't handle it. Now a shot by Gauthier, denied by Horvath right on the doorstep. Minute 21 to go in the opening period. Face-off in the Hungary end, controlled by Hungary. Keller with an intercept. Takes it in off the goal post. Comes to the near side, Laurie. Back up top, one-timer tipped wide. Into the corner. Laurie wins the battle, and it comes out of the zone. Team USA has been dominating time on attack in this game. They lead 5-0 as we're under a minute to go in this opening period. Another takeaway. Tage Thompson brings it in, centering. Vlasic denied. Goes back behind the net. Gauthier turns, trying to fire. Thompson, that one rings off the pipe. 20 seconds to go in the period, and Hungary will get it out. Hari will bring it in. Back out to Ederle. Shot denied by DeCorn. Werenski gets the loose change. One final push here for the Americans. 3-on-2. Good defense. Kept alive by Vlasic. Time expires. Denied by Horvath at the final second. And we have hit the end of a dominating opening period for Team USA. 5-0 as we head to the first intermission. Start of the second period here between Hungary and the United States. The United States dominated that opening period, outshooting Hungary 28-6 and leading it 5-0 as we start the second period. The United States right back in on the attack. Thompson goes just wide, rebound off the wall. Back behind the net they fight. Thompson gets knocked down. Horvath takes it away. And here comes Airday. Now Ambrose. Ambrose brings it up. He gets knocked down on his way in. And that one goes in on net on Joey DeCord, who makes the stop with 19:27 to go in the second. Face-off controlled by the Americans. Dominated that opening period, just coast to coast, that entire opening period. Gauthier inside, intercepted by Horvat at the last second. Now Hungary will get it out. Here's Pap. Pap brings it in, back behind the net. And a shot blocked out in front, never got through. And here comes Tage Thompson. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Gauthier outside. Goes wide, waits for help to come. Inside pass to Thompson. Score! 6-0 United States. Tage Thompson, his third goal of the tournament. Picking up right where they left off in that opening period for Team USA. Nothing United States. Early stages of the second period. Domination. Shea feeds it up to Will Smith. Right back in. Denied by Horvat. Comes into the corner. Kept alive by the Americans for a moment. Now it clears the zone. Big hit by Nagy on his way out. Nagy goes into the corner. Horvat on net. Short hit sided there. And Decord knocks it down. A bobble on the outside. Knocked out of the zone. Pestering his way down there. Horvat on the near side. Sends it in deep. 31 shots on goal for the United States to Hungary's 9. Garland intercepted by Horvat. Kept alive by Smith. He takes it in. Denied. Score! On the rebound, Garland. 7-0 Americans. Just pouring it on. No signs of slowing down for Team USA. $7-0 United States. What a domination here against Hungary. Here's a shot in on net, and Decord nabs that one out of the air. Back behind the American net. Intercepted on the attempt to get it out to the point by Nazar. He sprints down the near side, takes it in behind the net. Out in front, score! Laurie this time! Unbelievable! What a feed by Nazar, one-timer to perfection. And Team USA is putting on a show here against Team Hungary. Airday brings it in here for Hungary, and back in a try denied by Joey Decord. 8-0 United States, 16:40 to go in the second period. Face-off controlled, not very cleanly by Team USA. Doan will bring it out, fires in on net, stick to side by Horvat, comes into the corner, big hit delivered by Doan. McCarron, backhanded try denied by Horvat. 16:15 to go in the second period. Face-off controlled by the United States. Up to the point, tipped around, and Horvat finds the puck. Just about 4 minutes gone by here in the second. That one nearly went in as Kesselring let it fly. O'Connor keeps it alive. Good stick by Nielsen. Hungary up ahead. Ambrose taken away by Werenski. Doan turns back for the United States. Sends it in deep back behind the net. Doan keeps it alive. Wrap around. Try. Score! Pour it on for Team USA as Josh Doan puts it in for the Americans. Nothing fancy about it, just spins his way out of the contact off the wall, goes top shelf on Horvat. And Team USA just doing whatever they want right now here against Hungary. Here's a bobble and a turnover. Right back up ahead, the Americans. Doan. Back to Kesselring. Kesselring works in. Inside, another score! Unreal! McCarron. What more can you say? Team USA just finding the back of the net on pretty much every shot they have taken in this game. This is unbelievable. And Team USA has hit double digits here. Not even 5 minutes gone by here in the second period. Back behind the net. Hungary looking for some sort of positive outlook here in this dominating performance by the United States. Kesselring gets there for the United States. Keller on the near side. Up ahead, Thompson. He's poked to the near side. Autobus turns it over and denied by Horvat on the edge. Thompson now takes it in. Denied once again by Horvat. Puck loose as it comes to the near side. Hungary will get it out. Takes it in on net, and Decord stops another one. Will Smith up the far side. Centering past the Cooley, can't handle it. Turns it over as it goes to the far half wall. Papp brings it up ahead for Hungary. Waiting for his friends. Papp circles the net back behind. Pestered into the trapezoid. Comes to the near half wall now. Centering pass off a body out in front. Papp gets there for Hungary. Lacombe now takes it away for the Americans. And Will Smith will exit the zone. Cross-ice pass to Garland, who brings it in. Cooley now fires, sticked aside by Horvat. Papp feeds it up to Nagy. Brings it up here for Hungary, looking for a center. Back behind the net, taken away by the United States once again. Will Smith up ahead to O'Connor. Centers himself to the inside. Couldn't get a clean shot off as Nielsen pins along the boards. Loose puck downstairs. Score! Wow! Josh Doan for his second goal of the night. 11-0 Team USA. Hungary is just not taking care of the puck at all. Doan had a wide open look as that puck just floated into the crease and just kind of sat there in front of the net. 11-0 Team USA. Nazar turns back for the United States. Tried to send it in, drops it off Pinto, who already has a hat trick tonight. And it deflects off the wall into Horvat's grasp. 11-0 Team USA, just over 11 minutes to go in the second period. Face-off controlled by Hungary, they'll get it out. Nielsen will bring it up ahead. Flips it wide of the net. Pinto gets the rebound off the wall. Laurie gets it out. Delayed off sides. Hungary tags up. Feeds it in around the boards. Getting to it is Hungary. Spinning his way to the inside. Up to the point. Nagy tried to flip it inside. Taken away by Team USA. Nazar fires off a skate out in front. Nielsen turns back for Hungary. Into the corner. Back behind the net. Out in front. A shot knocked away by DeCorn. Along the goal line, short-sided, in the air. DeCorn sprawls out, and he finds the puck. Just about halfway through this second period, Joey DeCorn pitching a shutout. Face-off controlled by Team USA. O'Connor brings it in. Drops it off. Werenski, save. Horvat. 9:47 to go in the period. Shane Pinto has had a great night already tonight. His first one deflected off the pipe and deflected in. Off the backside of Vey, who was the starting goaltender of this game for Hungary. His second goal came just a couple minutes later on the backhanded try, and then his third to give him the hat trick in that opening period for Team USA just started the domination right away for the Americans. We are just over halfway through the second period, and it's already 11-0 Team USA here against Hungary. Face-off controlled by the Americans. Werenski blocked out in front, and it goes out of the zone. Team USA has to tag up. McCarron flips it in. Hari will bring it up here for Hungary. Pestered and tripped. No penalty. Werenski takes it away for the United States. Up ahead, O'Connor. O'Connor goes wide. Tried to cut inside. He gets cut off right wing circle. And Garrett takes it away for Hungary. Taken back by McCarron. Keller right back in. Centering pass intercepted. And Hungary will bring it back the other way. Working it into the corner. Centering pass. A shot. Just wide off of DeCorn. Back behind the net. Pinned along the boards. Laurie gets there for the United States. And he keeps it alive after a bobble. Garland will exit here for Team USA. Garland into the slot. Saved by Horvat. Just under 8 minutes to go. Take a look at Josh Doan in his day. He's had a good one. He's got 2 goals tonight here for Team USA. That one just spins his way off the wall. And then he had one where he cut inside. And just a backhanded try on the assist to McCarron. And then this one was just a gift. Most of the goals have been a gift tonight for Team USA. Just no answers for Hungary as we're under 8 minutes to go in the second period. Hungary wins the faceoff there, and they'll get it out of the zone. Sent in around the boards. First guy to it is Lacombe for Team USA. Gauthier brings it up here for the Americans. Going wide. Centering pass on the doorstep. Still loose in the slot along the goal line back behind. Keller. Thompson can't handle it. And he turns it over in the left wing circle. Hungary back the other way. Diving attempt on the inside. Jacour denies. Still loose back behind the net. Hungary keeps it alive. Circling back in and a good cutoff by Lacombe. And Team USA gets it out of danger again. And now a jailbreak. Gauthier off the pipe. Comes to the near side. Hungary gains control in their own end. And they'll get it out of the zone. Pinto now with a pester. And Team USA gets it out again. Jailbreak opportunity once again for Pinto. Goes wide. Pinto back behind to Will Smith. Smith out in front. Goes wide. Circles the boards. And it comes all the way back down to the American end. Classic back to it for Team USA. Here's Cooley on the outside. Inside to Smith. Offsides on Team USA. Face-off control by Hungary. There's a long shot from out near the blue line. It goes well wide of the net. Now back behind Kesselring for the United States. Pinto with a bobble. Can't get it out of the zone. Pinned along the boards. Floats out. Kept alive by Hungary. Inside Pap. Couldn't get a clean shot off. Good defense by the Americans. Matty Beniers, I believe, disrupted that shot attempt. Here's Nazar up ahead. Floats it into the corner. He wins the race. Nazar button hooks back. Cuts inside. Drops it off. Tipped around. It's loose and Horvat tips it into the corner. Nielsen gets there for Hungary. Horvat up ahead. Here for Hungary. He's pestered on his way in by Kesselring. Smith. Inside. One-time try. Never got through. Bobbled by Thompson, keeps it alive. Up to the point, Kesselring. Back to Thompson, who bobbles. Into the slot, taken away by Horvat, who flips it up and out. This will be icing on Hungary. Just tried to flip it out of harm's way with 3:51 to go in the period. Face-off control by the United States. Inside Garland. Score! Hat-trick for Garland. 12-0 United States on their second hat-trick of this game as Connor Garland puts it in. So Garland and Pinto now for the Americans both have hat tricks here against Hungary, and we're not even through the second period. 12-0 USA. Face-off control by the United States. Hooley brings it right back in. Downstairs, Garland looking for number 4. Goes wide of the net. Hooley out to Smith on a backhanded try, denied by Horvat. No further play with 3:29 to go in the period. Face-off control by Hungary. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second period. A shot on net denied by Decord. And Laurie gets the rebound for Team USA. Here's Garland. Garland brings it in, centering pass. Cooley never got through, and Garrett takes it away for Hungary. Here's Ambrose. Hungary taken away by Vlasic on his way in. Smith up ahead, Matty Beniers. Beniers fires, save Horvat. Goes to the far corner. Garrett up ahead here for Hungary. He flims it in around the boards. Vlasic in the trapezoid for Team USA, turns it over. Air Day wraparound try, never had a chance. Beniers up ahead to Gauthier. Gauthier tried to flip it in. He gets pestered on his way in. Ambrose gets hit, turns it over. Keller in the inside, denied by Horvat. Goes into the corner. Beniers. Keller fires. Blocker down by Horvat. Still loose for the Americans. Keller tipped out of play. Minute 33 to go. Face-off control by Hungary. Under 90 seconds to go in the second period. Big hit on his way in by Shea. Floats out to O'Connor, who turns it over in front of the U.S. bench. Hungary back into the zone, floats inside. Doan takes it away for the Americans as we're under a minute to go in the period. Shea on the outside. Sends it in. O'Connor can't handle it. Gets it alive in the corner. Floats to Doan, who's pinned along the far half wall, out to O'Connor. Into the slot and taken away by Hungary. 30 seconds to go in the period. Doan floats it in on net, and DeCord finds the puck. 21 seconds to go in the period. Out shooting Hungary 51-17 are the United States. Face-off control by Team USA. 12 seconds and counting. One-timer sticked aside by Horvat. Floats out to the outside. Werenski keeps it alive. Gauthier trying to get a shot off. Good defense by Hungary. And that will expire the second period of play in a dominating performance by Team USA. 12-0 lead for the Americans. Just looking to put the finishing touches on this one in the third. Start of the third period. It's all smiles for the American fans here with this international game between Hungary and the United States. 12-0 Team USA. 20 minutes to just put the finishing touches on what is a dominating performance for Team USA. Two separate hat tricks for the Americans in this one. Keller crunched on his way in. Erday sends it in around the boards. Kesselring gets there for Team USA. Up ahead, Werenski cuts inside. Werenski takes it in. What a stop by Horvat. 1 minute gone by in the period. And Team USA right back on the attack. So there's Vey, who started the game in between the pipes for Team Hungary. Didn't go very well. They pulled him, and they put Horvat in, and that really hasn't gone much better. .60 seconds gone by here in this third. Face-off control by the Americans. Inside into the crease. Stopped by Horvat. 18:50 to go in the third. .54 shots on goal for the Team USA. Cooley. Outside, Garland, bobble, back to Cooley, denied. On its way in by Horvat. Cooley back with it, to the point, Werenski lets it fly, score! Tipped in, out in front by Will Smith. And it's 13-0. Beautiful redirect by Will Smith of the San Jose Sharks. Right between the legs. And tipped in. Beautiful. $13-0 United States. Dominating performance carries over into the third. Back into neutral ice. Hungary brings it right back in. Cross ice pass. A shot just wide off of Decor. Back behind the net, Werenski kicks it into the corner. And a battle for it in the near half wall, controlled by the Americans. Connor Garland brings it up, fires, goes wide. Didn't get all of it. Tipped around and controlled by Hungary. Horvat centers to the outside. Nagy to the other side, inside. Tic-tac-toe opportunity there for Hungary, but they couldn't get the shot off. Cooley, head of steam up ahead. Button hooks back. Sends it in on net, kicked away by Horvat. Thompson now on the goal line, denied. There's a broken stick in the crease in the Hungary end. Horvat brings it up here for Hungary. Pestered on his way in, turns it over. O'Connor. Doan. Thompson. Taken away into the slot. Hungary feeds it in around the boards. Laurie up ahead, Tage Thompson. Oh, a one-time try there, cut off, and it goes in on net. Horvat makes the save. They'll clear the broken sticks off the ice with 16:08 to go. Been a dominating performance by Team USA here tonight. They lead 13-0 here over Hungary. They scored within the first 2 minutes of this game and haven't looked back. 13 goals in this game, and we've still got over half the third to play for Team USA to get their second victory of this tournament. Lacombe couldn't get a clean shot off, and Hungary will clear. Floats to the far half wall, controlled by Shea, and Team USA takes over. Nazar skates his way around one man, takes it inside, score! Pinto, his fourth goal of the game! 14-0, Team USA. Domination. Face-off control by Hungary in center, 14-0. Team USA leads by 2 touchdowns. Nazar outside, Beniers. Inside, Pinto, 5! Five goals on the game for Shane Pinto. What a night! Nazar set it up to the outside, and Matty Beniers, who will get the point on the assist. But Pinto has got 5 goals on the game and now has an opportunity for 2 separate hat tricks in this game. Horvat denies that one. 5 minutes gone by in the third, and Team USA just continues to add on. Face-off controlled by Team USA. Keller turns it over, and now a jailbreak opportunity for Hungary, but he couldn't get it off as he takes it in. Good transition defense there by Team USA. This one floats in on the crease. Joey Decord pitching a shutout bid, just 18 shots on goal for Hungary compared to Team USA's 61 now, as that one's knocked down by Horvat. Keller outside Nilsson. Turns it over back to Keller. Takes it in. Denied. Rebound controlled by Hungary for a moment. Keller pinned along the boards. Keller gets it alive. What a stop by Horvat. The record for most goals by Team USA in international play was 24. So they're still 9 goals away from Team USA's record. That was back in 1998. Score, Werenski. They're getting close, as Zach Werenski puts it in for another Team USA strike. That 24-goal game back in 1998 was against Estonia in this tournament in the IIHF. It was in the championship qualifier, the highest verified total in any senior level sanctioned game involving the United States. It was 24 back in 1998. Werenski adds on another one, and Team USA has 16. Hungary just trying to get into the zone. Team USA is not letting them. Now Airday fires. That one goes off the side of the net. O'Connor, now Werenski, who just scored the goal, brings it up ahead. Button hooks back, drops it off. Into the slot, McCarron. Back outside, Kesselring. Drops it off, one-timer, goes off the goalpost. Another one-time try, whiff. And Hungary brings it back. Beniers inside. Kesselring denied by Horvat. Team USA keeps it alive on the point. It's Shea. Turns it over. And a big hit delivered by Team USA. Horvat keeps it alive. Horvat sends it in back behind the net. Kesselring cuts it off. Horvat on the doorstep. Denied by Joey Decord. Kesselring gets there for Team USA. Gauthier brings it up for the Americans, drops it off Beniers. A shot off the goalpost, rebound denied by Horvat. Comes into the corner, and Hungary will get it out. Shea brings it up here. Here's Gauthier. Drops it off for Smith. Whiffed on the shot, kept in by Shea. Floats it into the corner. Gauthier. Beniers on the doorstep, denied. Rebound down in front. That one might have hit the pipe. Smith now denied by Horvat. USA still on the attack. Nielsen finally gets there for Hungary. And he'll get it out. Nope, he will not. Smith on the takeaway. Denied. Horvat. Rebound. Floats in and he stops play. The last time Team USA scored 16 goals in a game, you have to go back to 1998, as we mentioned, the 24-goal game against Estonia. If the game were to end right here at 16-0, the last time Team USA ended a game with 16 goals was back in 1952. In the 1952 Olympics against Germany, Team USA won that game 16-2. Cooley cuts inside, denied by Horvat. Cooley another try, couldn't get it through as it floats through the crease. 9 minutes to go in the game. And Hungary will get it out, but takes a big hit. Hungary floats it in on Decord, who swats it away. Shea gets the rebound for Team USA. Cooley. Inside, goes all the way through the crease. Lacombe now behind the net. Keller. Taken away. Shea. Score! Brady Shea. And Team USA has their 17th goal, which matches them with the 1952 Olympic team if you're talking about international games for Team USA. 17-2 is the final score against Austria in that game in the 1956 Olympics. And it's 17-0 Team USA. Wow, what a domination. Doan brings it up for Team USA, 17-0. Doan outside, one-timer goes in, and deflects out to the outside. 8 minutes to go here in the third, 17-0 Team USA. Doan takes it away for the United States. A bobble by McCarron, turns it over to Hari. Hari cut off on his way in, keeps it alive, takes it in, drops it off, a shot, air day, denied by Joey Decord. 7.5 to go here in this one. Face-off control by the Americans. McCarron turns it over to Pap. Hungary keeps it in. Downstairs, denied. Decord. O'Connor gets the loose change for Team USA. Here's Vlasic. Brings it in, denied by Horvath. 6:57 to go in the game. Gauthier, one-timer by Keller, blocked out in front. Comes to the near side. And Hungary will get it out. So Team USA's all-time scoring record is 24 goals for the men and 32 for the women, both in IIHF competition. So still a little bit of work to do for the United States here if they want to get the record, but still domination here against Hungary as Keller works his way in and whiffs on the shot attempt. Keller back behind the net. Short-sighted, and Horvath denies it. So they have matched their 8th all-time highest scoring game in international play, has Team USA with 17 here, as Nazar fires, tipped around into the slot, and Hungary gets it out. So, believe it or not, this is only the 8th most goals scored in a game by Team USA in international play, as it ties this is number 6. I was looking at women's. This is the 6th highest international game for the United States in terms of goals scored, matching the 1956 Olympic team where they played Austria and they won the game 17-2. If they can get an 18th goal, it'll match them with the 1960 Olympic team where they won 18-2 against Yugoslavia. Team USA keeps it in. Under 5 minutes to go now here in the game. Floats out into neutral ice. Team USA has to tag back up. Matty Beniers drops it off for Nazar. Into the slot. Nazar back in to try. Tipped around. Score! Pinto has 2 hat tricks tonight. 6 goals on the game for Shane Pinto. What a game! He has tied the U.S. international record for a single player scoring goals. He ties Bill Cleary From the 1959 World Championship, he scored 6 goals against Germany, and he has now tied that record in Team USA history in international play back to 1959. 18-0 Team USA. That matches them with the 1960 Olympic team where they played Yugoslavia and won 18-2 in that game. Score! It's Pinto! That's the record in Team USA history in international play. No player has ever scored 7 goals in a single game. Shane Pinto, welcome to the United States history books. He has broken the record of Bill Cleary back in 1959 for Team USA in the World Championship where he scored 6. Shane Pinto now 7 goals on the game. This is unbelievable. We are watching history. It's 19-0. And that matches Team USA with the 1958 team in the World Championship where they scored 19 goals against Poland. That was the 1958 World Championship game. They won that game 19-3 over Poland. Face-off controlled by the Americans. Under 3.5 to go. Here's a turnover. Hari takes it in, goes wide on DeCord, who's still pitching a shutout. Cooley back the other way, floats it in. Look out! Cooley right in and denied by Horvat. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Horvat brings it up. Vlasic sends it back behind. Cooley feeds to Vlasic out to Will Smith. Nielsen takes it away on his way in. Here's a shot nabbed by DeCord. Still pitching the shutout. The highest scoring shutout game for the Team USA was 24-0 against Estonia in 1998. Second highest was in 1949 in the World Championship, 22-0 against Belgium. Historic game for Team USA here tonight. Hungary trying to get on the board. They can't. Kept in. Nielsen fires, saved, DeCord. Minute 47 to go. But the storyline of this one, not only a 19-0 game here, as this one goes in on net on DeCord, who knocks it away. Not only a 19-0 game, but history for Shane Pinto. Most ever goals scored by a single player in international play on Team USA's history. Gauthier drops it off, a shot denied by Horvat. Minute 18 to go in the third. And that goes for men and women. Both of the records were at 6 goals before tonight. Werenski knocked down by Horvat. Out in front, Doan. Circles back off the glove of Horvat. Now O'Connor. McCarron. Kesselring fired. Knocked down out in front. McCarron keeps it alive for Team USA. And Hungary looks to get it out, and they will. Under a minute to go in the game. A shot, nabbed, Joey DeCord, pitching a shutout, 43 seconds to go. Face-off controlled by Team USA. Kesselring feeds it to O'Connor, back to Doan. Now Werenski, back to Doan, intercepted. 30 seconds to go in the game. That's a cross check. on McCarron. And Hungary will end this game with a 24-second power play. So 24 seconds to go in the history books. Shane Pinto, who set the record for individual player goals in Team USA history in a single game, feeds it up and out. 11 seconds to go in the game. Here's a shot that goes through. Comes to the corner. Pinto gets there, pins it along the boards, and time will wind out on another save by Decord. A historic performance by Team USA here tonight as they win it 19-0 over Hungary. Joey Decord, sensational in between the pipes, pitches the shutout, but Shane Pinto gets the storyline, setting the record for single game goals in Team USA history at the international level. What a performance all the way around by Team USA as they win it 19-0 in this one. Dominated from the very start, never looked back. And a historic win here in game number 2 of this tournament for Team USA. Tied for the 6th most goals for the women. And for the men, they tie the 4th best.